Good morning to my people. Y'all done got up with Catch the Hook TV. I done slept all day. Now I'm up early morning, bored, smoking on that. You know what? You feel me? So if you on the late night, you understand me, and you ain't got nothing to do, man, tap in. Let's conversate, man. We on the needing each other. We on the needing each other basis, you know. We're gonna start this morning off a little right, you know. I'm gonna play one of my homeboys, you feel me? Let's see what he talking about on this here.
Alright,
Promotion.
yeah, alright. Just that feeling when you put your trust in the wrong people and fall victim to some bullshit and dumb shit. I'm about to people out my life like canned goods. Seeing different views just because I can't do it. My repetition on this earth got me influenced. Peter Piper the enemy like it's therapeutic. Now they got me back so I ain't never quit. Work a lot, sleep less, and eat a little. Pressure bust pipes, man, the world gon' need a lesson. I see where the problem at, people scared to use the inner God. People just be talking to fit in with the gang. You gotta be cautious and really can't hang with everybody. Seek what you desire and forget what they just say about you. Ask me if I'm bothered, I tell them you ain't no better. Actions speak louder than words, and that's a quote. I'm taking what's mine, and that's all I know. We living in a time where nobody listens. What happened to being patient and wanting more? Taking your family out of poverty so you can heal their scars. 10 steps back so I can move forward. Seeing the look in my people's face and all I see is death. Imagine how it feels when you only one believe in self. Sipping my drink and hit my weed just to think. Had to understand what you thought of me. It's an understatement, please depart me. Fake love will get you nowhere you see. It's better when you keep it a buck with yourself than me. You gotta put trust in yourself before others see. You reap what you sow, they really ain't hearing me. Yeah, they ain't really hearing me. That was so fast. Do it over. You reap what you sow, they really ain't hearing me. You better off giving respect to the power and don't give it resistance. Don't think too hard or move fast, you miss it. You can achieve anything that you believe in. You are more than just a human being. People will sleep on you, their agenda to keep you down. That's why I keep my hand clean from the pain. Pack up my bags, I need to get away from everything. People don't understand how life changed for me. I've been through the rain, been through the storm.
Talk to him, nephew.
It's my time to conquer everything. One thing I know, it's the show.
Hold on. Yeah, that's my nigga Sunny Money, man. But anyways, man, that was a nice little track by my dude Sunny Money. Wanted to give him some free promotion this morning. You understand me? We gonna start it off right. Go tap into his channel if y'all can. It's Sunny's Perspective. He got reaction videos, music videos, etc. on there. We new to this internet shit, most definitely this YouTube, but we will be here. I know I'm gonna be here. You know, the streets done dried up, y'all. It ain't no hope. If you still chasing that shit, that ain't no different from a dog chasing his own tail for hours and hours. Just imagine you doing that shit for years and years. That'll be your motherfucker. That's gonna be your story. Such and such, such and such. Yeah, the one who was chasing his tail. Fuck that. That can't be my reality, baby. I'm good. But let's get into this Young Thug situation. Man, this shit crazy. Young Thug helped so many of these dudes, lives, careers, families, all that shit. And now everybody turning their back on this nigga to the point where he gonna have to do all this hardcore time by himself. Who's gonna aid him? Who gonna be there to, to make sure Young Thugger slick? Nobody it looked like. Now let's get into this little court situation I just ran across.
Ready, Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am. Go right ahead.
Your Honor, as it relates to Mr. Tanquarius Mender, Mr. Mender is charged with count 1 of the indictment, conspiracy to violate the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act, which carries a sentence of 5 to 20 years. He's also charged with count 44 of the indictment, which is possession of a weapon by an incarcerated individual, which carries a sentence of 1 to 5 years. Count 45, possession of a telecommunication device by an incarcerated individual, which carries a sentence of 1 to 5 years. And last, count 46, which is participation in criminal street gang activity, which carries a sentence of...
Man, they already started this shit off. Wow. Man, that boy looking at some young, spend me some time. But that's if convicted. Let's dive more into it, man. Let's see what's really going on, man. Court is one scary sight. They've been preparing us for this shit since we was little. You got to think. You remember them cartoons and shows where a motherfucker die, and it's this desk where somebody's sitting at where you got to approach to see if you you're gonna be able to get into heaven or cast away. That's what court always reminded me of, man. For real shit. Let's tap in.
5 to 20 years. Mr. Mender is
Stay
an
up on
ANC
that
recidivist.
shit.
The state
boy,
did
y'all.
file a recidivist notice on December 9th of this year. If Mr. Mender was found guilty of all the counts in the indictment, he'd be looking at a maximum exposure of 50 years to serve in prison.
And now, can you explain the difference, I think, for Ms. I'm sure that Ms. Fagan's probably explained that to her client.
Look, man, they got them boys in there shook. I guarantee it right now. 50 years? 50 years. Hold on, man. 50 of them babies. You mean 10, 5 times? Hold on. You gotta stand on it. I mean, you put yourself in these pair of shoes, you feel me? Not walking them bitches, you feel me? Tap dance. But 50?
But can you tell Mr., for the benefit of the record and for Mr. Mender's benefit, what potentially may happen if he were to be convicted of any of these particular counts? Like what would, under A or C?
Yes, if he's convicted of any of the counts, as an ANC recidivist, Mr. Mender, you would have to get the maximum amount on for that charge, and then whatever time the court gives you, which if it was to be the maximum, you have to spend every day door to door, which means you have to spend every day in custody.
He had no good time.
There's something wrong with that. Like, man, what the hell? Like, why is y'all that caring right now? If I'm the criminal and y'all the law, y'all owe me no favors. You feel me? Y'all got me right where y'all want me to be at anyways. But it sounds almost like they trying to give him a heads up. And I know that's what they doing to get him to testify, whatever the case may be. But it also shows that they can't possibly have too much of nothing. Not on you, no way.
No.
It's a to-the-door sentence.
Yes, he would get any credit for a time served.
Of course, yeah, absolutely.
But anything else would be a full sentence door to door.
So his max is 50 years?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what's the state's offer?
50.
Yes, Your Honor. The state's
boys singing like
offer
birds.
for Mr. Mender as to count 1 is 16 years to serve 1 year committed to time served with a balance of 15 years on probation. The state would offer that his probation could be terminated upon successful completion of the first 10 years of this sentence, provided that he violated no provisions of the agreement or no special conditions of the agreement, and that he violates no law of the state of Georgia. As to count 44, the state's recommendation is 5 years to serve 1 year commuted to time served with a balance to be served on probation concurrent with count 1. As to count 45, it would be 5 years to serve 1 year, commuted to time served in confinement. Commuted to time served, followed by 4 years on probation, concurrent with counts 1 and 44. And count 46 would be 16 years to serve 1 year, commuted to time served, followed by 15 years on probation, concurrent with count 1, 44, and 45. would be the offer. Mr. Mender also is currently on another indictment, 21 SC 178250. In this case, as a part of the agreement, would run concurrent with that case whenever he resolved that other case, Your Honor.
Is that before me or before another division?
It is in this division currently, Your Honor. And that's being handled by ADA Lauren Jansen with the state.
Does he have bond on that case ending in 250?
I damn near just boxed myself in.
I don't believe he has a bond on that case. No, he has a no bond status.
But on this case, he could go home today.
Correct. If he was
Y'all hear him though? He letting him know from deep. So today he could potentially go home. He ain't say guaranteedly. He said potentially. Because he got another case on him. Man, hold on. Hold up, swole up. Something ain't right here, man. You either ain't got something or you got everything. Pick one.
given a bond, he would not have served any jail time on this.
Okay.
And that offer will also conclude today, Your Honor.
Shout out to Iceberg Watkins.
Ms. Fagan, have you
Music 101.
communicated that to your client
Yo.
In terms of is that to
Nina.
correctly summarize the plea agreement or the potential plea offer, I should say?
The only change was that he wasn't aware of the concurrent status for the second case. At this
Right,
time,
second
though, he
case.
still maintains a not guilty plea,
Sure.
respectfully rejects the offer, and we announce ready for trial.
Okay, Mr. Mender, I'll tell you and I'll tell Mr. Beatty and Mr. Stevens the same thing, okay? At this point, you have the absolute right to plead not guilty, and that's what the law will presume, and the court will, of course, instruct that you have a
Got that
presumption,
shit right.
and the presumptions and protections you enjoy as a criminal accused. You have to
Got
decide
that
for
right.
yourselves what you want to do in this particular case. Depending upon the results or the outcome of the
Standing
trial.
on that shit.
The only thing I would tell you, Mr. Mender, is the most, and I'm sure that Ms. Fagan, she's a very fine
Y'all
attorney.
see,
Seen her work.
look at, hold
But
on.
trials, there's one thing about
Hold
trials,
on.
it's
Hold on. My dude right here with the gray hair, he fantasizing about the crib, bruh. Him ready to go. Him ready to go home. Facts though. He ready to go. And I heard something like Thug possibly might have set this play up. I just don't see it. But I hear y'all.
uncertainty. You don't know what's going to happen. So you got to beat 4 counts. If you don't beat them, what will happen is under this A&C recidivist statute, I have to, under the law, sentence you to the maximum sentence.
I have
And then
to.
whatever I sentence you to, you
Buddy.
serve to the door. That's not anything I have any discretion over. It's not anything because I don't like you or because of what you're being charged with or whatever. Those have nothing to do with anything. That's what the state.
Oh, he cold. I know this judge in his time, I know in his prime when he was in high school, he was bagging them bitches. He cold with it. You hear him though? You hear how he laying that shit down on him? He trying to get him. He trying to throw that hook out there and wheel that boy up back on in. He like, come here, nigga. Okay then, Judge. I see you working, buddy.
Of Georgia, the legislature has mandated that I sentence you to. So one of the things a plea does is you know what you're getting. It caps your exposure. So, and what the state's telling you today is if you take the plea today, this is what you're going to get, and this is what I probably sentence you to, and you're done.
Probably.
You got to decide that for yourself. You can't be worried about any of these other folks that are attached to this indictment, because a plea is individual to that particular person for those particular reasons that he or she
Probably.
feels is of best interest to them, not anybody else. So
But up to
you
my
want a
two
couple minutes
viewers,
out to
man.
talk
I
with Ms. Fagan
appreciate y'all
about
for
that?
kicking it with me this morning.
Nobody will be the wiser And certainly, but if you don't wish to do so, that's fine too. You'll get the fairest trial that the law demands and expects you to get. You will get that.
Okay.
I, as your trial judge, will make sure that that occurs.
I know you will,
But
brother.
one of the things I cannot do is, I can't force the state at the end of trial to pull this recidivist notice. If you get convicted, they can maintain it, and you'll serve every day of it. And Ms. Fagan can ask them to pull it, and they can say no.
You hear him though? He gonna say you can serve every day of it. He talking about that 5-0, that 50, that 10 years 5 times. He think he got him though. He ain't got that boy, man. You see her, she knows. She been dealing with him. She trying to give him that eye contact like Judge. He going. he going to the he going the long ride, Judge. I think I even seen her have her hand on a stool thing. Y'all gotta pay attention to shit like that, because that should be meaning something in their world. In our world, she just got her hand sitting up there. But nah, bruh. She looking like Judge. Big fella ain't going. He ain't fucking with you, Judge. Straight up.
I can't make them do that. So you got a lot to think
Yeah,
about.
you can.
So I'll give you a few more minutes to ponder that, because that is, when they file a recidivist notice,
You don't need a few
that
minutes.
is, that they have basically, in poker terms, they've called. Like, what do you want to do? So I'll let you think about that. You
Tell
can
him
let me
it's
know,
poker.
and if not,
He
then
play
we'll see you next
poker.
week for trial.
He play poker. You just told him it's like poker. He's like, oh yeah, okay. Look at Granddad. Look
Mr.
at
Beebe, where are you?
Unc ain't fucking with that shit. Unc's tired.
Judge, we're in a similar situation. We would.
I think they said Unc was like 24 years old. Unc and that bitch looking like he is 50 play.
Mr. Beebe would ask the court would hear a non-negotiated plea as to the indictment.
Okay then.
I would.
If that's the case, Judge, Mr. Beebe would then ask.
Yeah, he on some I ain't letting thugs sit
If
dolo
your
type
Honor's
shit.
sentence, would the court allow him to withdraw the plea and proceed to trial?
I need to think about that for just a second, okay?
Understood.
Just give me a minute, okay? But yes, that's more than fine.
Brother.
Mr. Beebe, you got the same kind of, same discussion I had with Mr. With Mr. Mender applies to you, but let me just get back with you in just a second, okay? Mr. Stevens, where are you?
I'm here, Judge.
Okay.
Look at it.
Madam, are you still talking with your client?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm actually still exchanging text messages with the state. So
Okay, I'm gonna take a couple
Big
minutes
fella in
out,
the
let
back,
you all
kicking like-
continue to chat. I'm gonna just take a recess, and I'll come back in just a minute, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, you're very welcome. All right.
Damn, Unc. Damn, Unc. Unc and that bitch hurt, cuz. Straight up. You see, Unc whole motherfucking hair like Frosty. Man, Unc whole head frosted, man. What the fuck? Damn, Unc. You good at that bitch, Unc? Man, nigga's crazy, man. You mean to tell me, man? Hold on, time out. You mean to tell me Young Thug changed you boys' lives? Not forcefully, no, none of that shit. No, I'm just being real with this one, though. He changed these boys' lives. Do they owe him? Because the whole meaning of owing somebody, man, is tricky. For sure, big bro. You know I'm on this bitch talking my 1-2. But man, these motherfuckers, you see Unc though, Iceberg? Man, Unc whole head frosted, man. Unc trying to get up out of that bitch. Unc and that bitch hurt. That's crazy, man. Thug changed these boys' lives. Anything they needed on the streets, man, in their lives, man, Thug was there for them. He had them boys, holding them boys all the way down, like 100% holding them down. And these niggas just did the whoop-de-woo on my dude. Now he about to go do this long ass bid. If he go do a bid, I don't know. This shit get tricky. This is the internet. We never know. Motherfuckers be pulling rabbits out of hats and shit around this bitch. Facts. This should be crazy, but damn, Thug. Yeah, he telling, bruh. You see him though, just look at him though. Just give him one honest shot and just take a glaze at him, man. Look at him. He like, I gotta get up out this bitch. Man, that's fucked up. That's why I don't even want it though, man. The streets is dried up, man. This shit desert storm, man. They out here killing kids, girls. Like, man, what the fuck? They got grandpa in this bitch. Damn, Shorty woke. That's crazy, man. What up, Ice B, man? When you gonna go live again, bro? I'll be trying to jump on your shit. Your shit be busting. Your shit crazy, man. What the fuck? Where this other clip at of my dude? I mean, of this shit. This shit crazy, man, how these boys play their hand out here. The streets my ass. These niggas crazy, man. Where the other clip at? Oh, man, that's the wrong one. Yeah, that boy telling, man. What the fuck? You look like you feel bad, but for the most part, man, you telling. That nigga Thug, everything to you feel. What the fuck that? How you do this shit? Hey, Iceberg, how you work this shit, man? Do I pull another I gotta pull another video up the same way how?
Let's get